Hi, gun people. It's a pretty good short little clip about, I'm always getting told by people, Rick, do you think the military or law enforcement would enforce taking guns from citizens? And I go, yeah, I do. And they're all like, man, there ain't no way. I would never. I'm telling you, man, people that work for the government follow orders 99% of the time. They want to feed their family, they want to protect their pension, and they want to get paid. And if you look at any city, like let's take Venezuela, where the cops are the only ones that are eating, the military and the government are the only one getting paid, and they are trashing their citizens after they took the guns. But guess what? They're eating and their family's eating. If you think cops and military will not enforce unconstitutional laws, I think you're wrong. I believe there's some that won't. I believe the majority of government employees will. And this guy says it pretty much like it is. I don't really have a problem. He's being honest to me.
Enforcing regardless. Happens all the time.
So, do you believe in the Second Amendment?
Thank you for...
So, if it was ordered for you guys to go door to door to confiscate firearms, would you quit or would you do it?
This is my job. I got to make a living just like everybody else. Yeah. All right? I do what the law says. I do not agree with everything, but it's my job to enforce what it says.
It's also your job to support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. But we'll skip that law because I need to get paid and I need to get my retirement. Now, in all honesty, he said he believed in the Second Amendment, and he's saying the company line. Would he actually do it? I don't know. And that's the problem. I know when government starts losing, see, government can never trade tit for tat with the public. There's always got to be more public than government, or government fails because government doesn't produce anything. They always have to have a larger majority working that they can take from, or government fails. The other way government fails is if they go tit for tat. If every time they kill a citizen kills one of them, government can't survive losing one for one because there's so much more citizens than there are government. So they don't fight when they lose. They only fight when they can intimidate, mass, they have superior weapons, they can disarm the public, etc. So I guarantee you most liberal cities that have big government and cops that work in those liberal cities, they lose their they just lose their integrity. They've worked so long under the liberal policies and laws and liberal. You can't find a cop in San Francisco that says, I believe in the Second Amendment, I would never. I guarantee you, 99% of all San Francisco cops will say, hell yeah, I'll take your gun. I like it when nobody has a gun but me. Because they're brainwashed and they're conditioned. So would this cop do it? I don't know. Is he speaking the truth right now? I think he is.
All right.
Like I said, there's plenty of times where I would love to arrest somebody and take them to jail, but I'm not allowed to.
Well, that's great. I mean, that's too bad. I think we ought to amend the Constitution so when police want to take people to jail, they should just be able to do it. Yeah, that's a good idea.
She has the information there.
All right.
But boy, by God, you'd go to people's houses and take their guns if that were the law, if you were ordered to.
If that were the law, I'd have to follow the law.
If that were the law, I'd follow the law. Forget the supreme law of the land, the U.S. Constitution. Man, I'll tell you, people that are voting for gun restrictions, every time a government starts figuring out that we need to take more than the people will accept, they want to get the guns. Because once they get the guns, they can enact whatever they want. Remember, it takes 50 or 60% of the unarmed public to overturn a tyrannical government. Unarmed public, it only takes 3% to overturn a tyrannical government. Because normally the government doesn't get much bigger than 3% of the population. I don't even know what the percentage is of government compared to citizens. But the 300 million, I don't think we have, 30 million in government. Maybe we do. I haven't really got the numbers. But when government wants to take more than they think the people will allow, they have to get the guns. And that's just the way it is. Good little lesson here. Pay attention, folks. We'll end that there.